Hi Trek leaders, coming to you again on video. Really excited to be talking with you at the beginning of December, the beginning of the Christmas season. And I just want to start out our time together here by saying thank you. Thank you for the investment you're making in the kids. Thank you for your involvement in the different activities, from the worship to the anticipate to interacting with families during the blessing. Thanks for all that you're doing. We're hearing great things back, not only from kids, but from parents, and I'll be sharing those with you in the coming months as we continue to talk on these type of venues. One thing I want to remind you, or actually inform you of, is we've been looking at the prayer boards a lot lately, and you probably see that there's a ton of prayer requests up every week, and you might be wondering, well, where do those go? Who prays for those things? Do I know what's being put up there? And we had a little while at the beginning of the year that we were trying to figure out what we were going to do with those prayer requests, and we approached the senior adult ministry who supports us in prayer on many different levels, and asked them if they would take those every week and pray for them. And they have not only said yes, but they have come back with unbelievable enthusiasm, saying, we want to pray, we love to pray, we're putting these things on our refrigerator, we're praying for them every day. And so your kids are being prayed for, the requests that they're putting on the boards are being prayed for, and I'm excited to see what God's going to do through that connection between our senior adults and our kids. And also, if you see any senior adults wandering into the back of the room, it's not because they're lost, it's because we've encouraged them to come and check out what God is doing amongst our kids. So thank you for your investment this year. We're heading into the Christmas season, and it's really easy to get busy with all the things that are around, and we know that. But I know it's also, for me, very easy to go into preparing lesson mode and looking at the curriculum and looking at the activities and getting all those things set. And sometimes I don't actually get to enter in and renew my appreciation and my love for what God did for me in sending his son. And so I would encourage you, before you get into too much preparation and too much activity formulation and all those different things, take a look at Matthew chapter 1 and chapter 2. Look at Luke chapter 2. And as you do, one of the things that's really struck me, and I shared this with the boys club this week, is that you look at the characters and you see the shepherds and you see the angels and you see Mary and Joseph and the baby and the wise men and all those different characters. But it's really interesting in Luke chapter 2, when you read about what's going on, the city of Bethlehem is full, and yet the shepherds come into town and they go right to the stable and right up to the baby. They don't have to wait in line. There's nobody standing in their way. They don't have to navigate crowds, because there are so many people in Bethlehem that were there on that significant day that absolutely missed it. And one of the things that is my prayer for myself and for us as a team this year is that we don't miss it like those people in Bethlehem did. This is a significant time of year for us to renew our connection with the God who loved us so much he sent his son. And so please take a look at those passages and really take a chance to rest in those things and renew your excitement and your enthusiasm for that. And that will automatically be conveyed to the kids, and they'll sense that immediately. As we head into the curriculum piece of Trek for this Christmas season, a couple things I want you to know. This week we have Kim Benedict coming back for the first time this year to teach, and she's going to be talking about the angels visiting Mary and the angel visiting Joseph. And so I'm really looking forward to that this week. Next week, we actually talk about the birth of Jesus, and Bland and Linda Campbell are going to come in and share with us about that. And then the 20th, we're going to change things. It's about the wise men's visit. But that last week, we sensed that there was probably a great opportunity for you as leaders to have some additional time and to really need some additional time with your kids. And so we wanted to make a switch so that you could have a lot of time. And so we're going to spend just a short period of time in the amphitheater that week. We're probably going to spend about 15 minutes in singing Christmas carols, making some quick announcements, and then we're going to give the rest of the time to you as small group leaders in your small group environment. We are giving you the curriculum. You should have gotten it this week. It's completely stripped down. We've taken out all the activities and things like that. We've given you the script that the actual large group teachers get every week. Sometimes you probably wonder, well, where do they get their material? There's actually a script. And one of the things I would encourage you to do, which we go through as large group teachers, is we read the script maybe 4 or 5 times, just read it straight through and get the gist of it so that then we can express it in our own words. And I would encourage you to do that. Reading it is not really the goal of this, but expressing the different points that are in there is really the goal. And so take some time, read it 4 or 5 times, and then express that to your kids in your own way. But also, because we've taken all the activities out, we've given you the option of being creative, of planning a celebration, of creating different activities that have to do with Christmas. And so please feel freedom to form that hour or so as you see fit. And I hope that you guys really have a great time with your kids. Please do include the blessing at the end, because what a great opportunity we have still with these parents to ask them to come in and to pray over them as we let them out into the actual week of Christmas. Please remember that the 2 weekends after Christmas, we do not have Trek, and then we come back really and go strong right at the beginning of January. Thanks again for your investment in these kids. Thanks for being part of Trek this year. If there's anything that I can do, anything that we as a staff can do to support you in your classroom, please let us know, and we'd love to be of help and be available whenever